All right, welcome back. Let's continue where we left off. I think last time we managed to get this quest working, meaning that we have two working quest systems. I mean, technically this quest isn't completely implemented. Like, still it can only be discovered, but that's fine. It's not. It's not in a state where it can be completed yet. I don't think the area is finished for the next area is done yet. But there's one thing I remembered. I'm pretty sure that if I pick this up in the game, it'll crash the game. I want to fix that ASAP. Okay, I think that should do it. The problem was that this node path was null, and the reason for that is because I had renamed this variable, which meant that as a side effect, every instance of this node, this value got like blanked out. Well, specifically the act delete node.cs script. So yeah, every instance of a node that has the script, this was this node to delete, which I think was originally called target, was it was changed. Which the reason I changed it in the first place is because the original name for the variable or the property, whatever you want to call it, whatchamacallit. Well, it says script variables here, so I'm just going to call it the variable. Well, in hindsight, the original name, which I think was target node, was probably a little bit vague. I changed it to node to delete to be a bit more clear to myself. So that won't, sometimes it's good to rename things so you don't. It's good practice to give variables clear names so that you understand what they're for and what they do at a glance. So let's quickly test to make sure that this doesn't crash the game when I pick it up. Well, it didn't crash, but I was able to pick it up twice. That is not ideal. The reason it picked up twice, I think, is because so the moment you pick it up, it turns the main. Well, ideally, I would be able to delete this whole thing as soon as it is picked up. The problem is the coin sound effect is part of the object itself, and if I delete the object, this whole thing, the coin sound effect, well, it'll just get cut off right away. It won't finish playing. That's not what I want. What I want to happen is for the mesh to disappear and then delete itself when it's like finished playing the sound. The problem is that if I do that, then the coin is technically still there for like a second after you pick it up, so you could touch it again and collect it twice, which is what happened just now. It's not really something that's meant to happen. It's one and one thing that I remember that I could probably change. So I could probably move this like over here, and then call it through a signal. And then I should be able to just get rid of this timer node altogether. Oh, one thing I could probably do too. Oh, wait a minute. It's supposed to disable the collider. Huh. Weird. Wonder what's going on. Oh, sorry, my phone just went off. Just a notification. Man, it's really hot in here right now. I'm gonna hold on a second. Just gonna turn my fan on. Just give me a sec. Well, that's a little better. Unfortunately, I'm in a situation where I kind of have to, or I'm in like a, well, I'm in my room right now, but it's like keeping the doors closed to keep like a background noise to a minimum. But in doing so, I'm trapping the hot air in here in my PC. Well, it's a bit of a space heater right now. So I kind of have to deal with just having a hot room right now. Usually I'm able to wear a sweater in here and I'll be fine, but yeah, I don't know, it's a little bit hot today outside. Okay, anyways. Probably not gonna, that's probably not gonna fix it, but I mean, I might as well do that. I'm not sure if that's the best idea to program it in that way, but I do know that that methodology makes use of C# language stuff rather than making engine calls. And I know that if you avoid engine calls in C#, it's faster. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. It's so weird. Why isn't it deleting? Oh, I'm an idiot. That's why. Oh no, wait, no, no. No, I'm not an idiot. This should work. Why isn't it working? What the heck? Why you no work? Oops, wrong node. Wrong scene, I mean. Hmm. Oh, I wonder if that's a problem. Maybe I'm just not waiting long enough. I should trim the sound. It's taking too long to play. Coin 1. Wonder why Audacity takes so long to open sometimes. Doesn't seem like a very heavyweight program. I feel like it should be more instant. Okay, that's better. Okay, so it's deleting properly. It's good. So this was working. I just wasn't waiting long enough. Apparently, I had to have waited three whole seconds because the sound effect was like way too long for some reason. But technically, that problem from before is still there. I can still technically pick it up twice. I think. Actually, let's test that. I mean, I'm like 90% sure that that the original problem is still there. But never hurts to prove it. Well, at least it deletes, but yeah, I picked it up twice there. I was double dipping, so to speak. That's fraud. It's illegal. You can't collect the same money twice. Oh, no, it's still broken. That's so weird. It's like, oh, what? Wonder what's going on. Because it's definitely disabling this, no, this, this collision shape. And this collision shape is definitely the one it's assigned to this area, and this area is the area that is triggering the these nodes here. So I don't understand why it is in, and one of those nodes is this hold on a sec. I need to disable. I need to get back to the old value. Because it doesn't I'm looking at it right now and I'm realizing this script doesn't specify that it has to be a collision shape that's being disabled. It just has to be a node that has a property called disabled. So yeah, let's put it back. I don't think this should really change anything. But yeah, why isn't it working? I don't understand. It's wait a minute. I had it backwards, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So this should not be disabled until after the player touches it. When the player touches it, it activates this, and this. This increments the player's currency by 1. This disables the collision shape, like that. And then this one sets the visibility of the whole thing to off. And then this also triggers the sound effect, which plays. Oh my goodness. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Oh, I thought something really weird happened. I thought I like triggered the delete node in the editor. False alarm. False alarm. It's all good. So, anyways, this is supposed to trigger this, and then when the sound is finished playing, it's supposed to trigger the delete. So I think now it should work. Keyword is I think, but I don't know that. Oh. Oops. See if that bug is still there. Can I pick this up twice? No, I cannot. Okay, perfect. Problem solved. So another thing I want to do is I want to tie the state of this truck puzzle, which I had set up, I think, either last stream or the stream before. The idea is that there's a, so for those of you who haven't watched this, this is technically a block pulling puzzle. There's an invisible trigger over here, and the idea is that when the player pulls the truck into this invisible trigger, the puzzle is solved. And then the next time the player loads into this area, the truck will have teleported. Will not teleport. I guess will be over here. And I'm thinking, the reasoning behind that is because the truck belongs to the shop owner here, and when it's over there, so when the truck is over here, I'm thinking this door should also be closed or like locked. And when the truck is over here, the door should be open, and you can enter, and like the shop will. Excuse me. The shop will be open. I still have to implement that though, so we'll have to. Yeah, let's get to work on that. I think. Make this store a local instance that we can edit its children properly. So upon interacting with this door, the first thing that should happen is check tool, check if hang on, what is this called? Ah. Right. Check if truck short cut unlocked. No, I don't have to call it that. We'll just call it. Hold on a second. There's nothing. I wonder if I should turn my notifications on my phone off during this stream. I'll leave it on just in case something important happens. Cool. True. Then unlock the door. So, if the shuck shortcut is unlocked, disable player movement, um, play the animation that causes the door to open, and play the animation on the player that where he like opens the door. Teleport the player to a specific location, like in front of the door. Wait 1 second, and then load this scene. If the player is not unlocked, show some text. I'm thinking it's there's a sign at the door. It says resupply in progress. Shop is closed until further notice. Or until resupply stock is complete. And this is the truck being used to restock, and this crate is full of the supplies. Makes sense, right? I'm remembering right now. I probably shouldn't be typing the text directly into here. I think it's probably a bad idea. So let's fix that ASAP, actually. Oh, fun fact about Godot, it has a built-in multi-language support system. So you define a string as like the key, and then for each supported language, you type in the text for that key. A whole bunch of these I think I probably need to change though. But yeah, let's make some keys for this. Locked. The reason I'm saying door locked 1 instead of resupply in progress 1 is because I feel like it's locked is a kind of a kind of a generic thing that I can reuse. Add some more dialogue. Yes, I'll have to come back later. Dot dot dot. And then actually for this, replace that with that. Let's save the CSV file. So this is a CSV file, by the way. Okay, let's see if this works. I think it should. I think so. For for text labels and stuff, this translation system is automatically supported. But for player made stuff like this system that I made, this text display, this show text script, which makes the dialog box appear, I had to manually add in the multi-translation support. Forget how I did that. But... yeah, I'm not sure if it's in this script or not. Yeah, it must be somewhere else. Oh, excuse me. Tired. I'm not that tired. Well, I'm definitely happy that it's Friday, though. No work tomorrow. Yay. Okay. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So I want to check and make sure that this door is like locked properly in the game. Crap, where is it? Here it is. Truck shortcut unlocked equals false. Well, you gotta... well, it didn't crash, but we did get a bug. Index p index equals 1 is out of bounds. Oh, my phone went off again. Yeah, that's nothing. Nothing urgent. Question is, what's the cause of this? So, check bool line 83. Oh. That's what's wrong. It's looking for The reason behind this bug is because I had used children checked. Use children is a well, it's a I made it so that I made it so that depending on the state of this Boolean value in the save data, it activates either a child object with the index 0 or 1 if this is checked. But I'm using node paths instead. So should be good now. Should be good now. Alright, let's see if this works the way I want it. Oh. Oh crap. Looks like I never implemented the translation system. It's so weird, I thought I did. So why didn't it? Man. That's crazy, dude. Is it this thing? Okay, I guess I'll have to get this figured out then. I actually forget how to do that. But I'll figure it out. Oh, it should. TR. So it's supposed to translate. But why isn't it? Oh, I think it's because I have this open. Maybe the Godot engine can't open the translation spreadsheet while I have it open in Excel. Oh, that makes sense. Let's try it again. Yeah, see, I knew I implemented it. It should work now, I think. Aha! It's locked. Huh? There's a sign on the door. It says, "Resupply in progress. Shop is closed until restock is complete." Oh. Resupply in progress 3. Okay. Oh, wrong file. Wrong file. Hmm. Okay, what's not, why isn't that one working? It should work, right? It's weird. Why isn't resupply in progress 3 working? It's interesting. Resupply in progress 3. Guess I'll have to come back later. What is going on? Ah, it's not doing the thing. So every instance of this should have the TR next to it. Apparently TR means like translation. It seems to all be there. Something is not working right. I don't understand actually. Ah, well, let's see. Let's at least see if the other thing works. All right, works. Okay. All right. Well, I couldn't fix the translation thing, but I'll work on it some other time. Like, I don't know how to fix this. Let's try loading another level. River passage. Oh yeah, this guy. I made this thing ages ago. You know what? Let's delete all the enemies. We don't need them. We don't need the enemies. Okay, so the player is supposed to enter from over here. Next. And then I might have to change this level a bit, but my original plan was to have the player go this way and then here. And then that will be like the next area. And there's a bunch of other stuff in this particular level that I haven't fully ironed out. Bunch of like level exits. It's like a river here. It's kind of buggy. And then there's this area. Man, I really need to fix some of these textures. I might have already done that actually. This might be like an old version of the geometry. Let's see if I'm right about that. Which is world objects. Level meshes. River passage. No, apparently I never edited the textures here. Huh. Interesting. I'm also wondering if this level might be a little bit too big. Okay, so here's an overview of the level that I want to work on next. The shader is wrong. It's not supposed to look like that. Oh yeah, I definitely need to edit this level a little bit. I recall running into problems with this loading zone. It's too small. I'll fix that. You know what? Let's open it in Blender right now. Hey, here it is. Okay. This is meant to be like a sort of illusion. Players, the camera is never meant to let go over here. The idea is that the player touches like an invisible collider over here, and then a loading screen plays, and then you go back to the other area that you like saw before. And there's a scene entrance or exit over here. Well, entrance slash exit here, and then another one over here. So currently, oh yeah, this is actually nothing. This is like there's a river that kind of, or water kind of trickles up through here. And yeah, this is just kind of to help sell the illusion that the water is coming from somewhere. You can't see the water right now because I turned it off, but it is otherwise like there. So the reason I'm changing the mesh right now is because before there was this issue where, well, the zone, like the geometry behind the loading zone was too small, and it didn't sell the illusion properly. And actually, during the animation where the player like walks forward, so okay, so I actually did a pretty, I think I did a pretty good job with the loading zone stuff. Like I made it so that you touch it, and then the player that keeps walking forward in the direction while the screen fades out, kind of like in Zelda games. But the problem is that that only works if the player doesn't like run straight into a wall afterwards. And yeah, so the problem with this one is that the area behind the loading zone was like way too small. So the player would like just, he'd walk forward a few steps and then suddenly be stepping in, basically face planting against the wall as the screen fades out. And it's kind of funny looking, kind of stupid looking. But yeah, it wasn't something that I really want in the game. So this is my attempt to fix that. So I basically just made it bigger and longer. I also did the same thing over here. And I actually don't plan on using this for the time being. This is going to be like for a distant future update. Okay, so currently in the game, this scene entrance leads to the forest area, and this doesn't lead anywhere. This is completely unused. But my plan in the distant future is to have this lead to the big open field area where it's basically going to be equivalent to Hyrule Field. Big open empty plain with a little bit of stuff in it, but not a whole lot of stuff. Okay. All right, I want to fix this texture issue over here because it's a little egregious. In order to fix this, I need to do some weird geometry stuff that's hard to put into words, so I'm just gonna shut up for the time being. Oh, actually, it's 6 o'clock. But I'll, I'll do a little bit of, might go a little bit longer. Technically editing two meshes at the same time, by the way. Yeah, there's my alarm. My alarm that I set told me that I'm done for the day, but I'll just keep going for a few minutes. I don't feel like stopping right now. The reason I'm turning these all into quads is because I want to subdivide something, and subdivision doesn't really work very well on triangles. I mean, if you've made a lot of 3D models, like even as an amateur like myself, I kind of understand that quads are easier to work with when you want to like do subdivisions, or even just like cutting things into smaller meshes. Okay. So my plan, where is it? So I want the top of this to be this texture, but I want the bottom to be the same as the one that it currently is. The reason for that is because this one has like a neat grass on the top and bottom. This one does not. Oh wait, actually no. I changed how that works in the game. Maybe I should explain how exactly. So this is actually multiple textures laid on top of each other. So the base texture looks like this. Kind of black on the top. And then there's some stone and black on the bottom. The next pass looks like it's this texture with this as a mask. And then that all ends up looking like this. I think it looks pretty good. It means I can it means that I can use textures in more than it means that I don't have to make like a million different border textures for every possible instance where I want a texture to fade into another one. But I still have some leftover textures, including this one, where that it's baked in. I came up with that by myself, by the way. I didn't look up any tutorials for that. Pretty proud of that. Feel pretty good about myself for figuring it all out. It's not super complicated. It's simple when you like when I like explain it. But yeah. So let's do what I set out to. What is going on here? Oh, I'm gonna subdivide all of this. And also that one. Let's take the UV map, unwrap. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Some minor problems here. Clear seam. Clear seam. Clear seam. Let's do it again. Okay, now I can do something, I guess. Good. And that should be good. Okay, now I just have to make sure that the right textures are assigned. This top section is going to be that grassy cliff texture or material from before, like that. And the bottom half will stay what it currently is. Oh, yeah, textures are a little different, eh? Looks kind of bad. Well, luckily, I know for a fact that in the actual game, the textures do line up. This is just the ones that I have in the Blender project for some reason that I never updated. So don't worry about this. But yeah, this is probably good enough for today. I'll continue working on this tomorrow probably, unless something happens. You never know. Things happen. I'm a normal person. Has a life. And yeah, have a good night. See you later.